Hello, how are you, great people? I hope you are doing extremely well. So, this moment, I would like us to discuss about something so crucial, something that went viral, something that raised eyebrows, and something that was really discussed on social media. And this thing was the idea of a Russian man and our Kenyan women. That act was so demeaning, it was so dishonoring, and it really lowered the dignity of our women. And I'm going to explain whatever that happened using 3 parts of human mind that was developed and coined by the father of psychology known as Sigmund Freud. He came up with a psychoanalytic theory, and in this psychoanalytic theory, he developed 3 parts of human mind. The first one was the id. The second one was the ego. And the third one was the superego. For a human mind to work, then these 3 structures of personality must coordinate. And if they fail to coordinate, or one of the structure of the mind overpowers one another, then someone is going to find himself or herself through the situation that our girls found themselves in. So in this case, I'm going to start with the first structure of personality, and that is the id. The id is a structure of personality that works with pleasure. It works with pleasure principle. The id is going to tell you as a woman, you need money. Money is good. You need to go and buy an iPhone 17 Pro Max, or you need to enjoy well on a Valentine's Day. What are you supposed to do? The id is going to tell you, go ahead and sleep with the mzungu, because women believe that wazungu have got a lot of money. They believe in things that come so fast. Then the id is going to tell you that now you want pleasure, go ahead and sleep with the mzungu, then he's going to give you money so that you can fulfill your instant gratification. That is in accordance to the id. In this context, we have got another structure of personality that we call the superego. The superego now works with the reality principle. It is going to tell you, yes, you need that money. It is going to tell you that yes, money is good, you need an iPhone 17 Pro Max. But why don't you use the correct channel to get that iPhone 17 Pro Max? Why don't you go ahead and work? It is going to tell you that yes, you need this thing and it's good. Why don't you spend your energy? Why don't you work for your money? Get your money and buy whatever that you want. The ego is trying to satisfy the demand of the id, but in a more justifiable and more socially acceptable means. So the ego is going to tell you as a woman, yes, you want an iPhone 17 Pro Max. You want good life. But don't depend on men to get whatever that you want. Instead, take your time, go ahead and work and get your money. That money is going to help you in a good way, instead of going and sleeping with the mzungu. Because the id is going to tell you that sleeping with the mzungu is the way to go. But the ego is going to tell you that sleeping with the mzungu is not good. It's going to embarrass you, it's going to demean you, it is going to lower your dignity, and it is going to embarrass you on social media. So, our girls, wake up and work for yourself. Wake up and fight for yourself. Work so that if a man approaches you, he will approach you knowing that this is a woman of standards. I cannot just go to this woman and get sex. I'm going to a most respectable woman. Be a woman who can say no. Be a woman who is not going to follow men for money. And how are you going to achieve this? You are going to achieve this by calling yourself a meeting, introspecting yourself, and telling yourself that enough is enough. What am I supposed to do? I have strength. I have hands. I have legs. I can go somewhere and apply for a job. I can get a job. I can work. I can fail to depend on someone. And that is how you are going to be respected, and that is the same way you are going to attract even more serious men. But when you are just a woman who is informed of getting things for free and you offer sex in return, you are going to end up being a scrap metal. And at the end, you are going to be thrown to the nearest emotional dustbin because men are going to know that this woman is cheap. And you know how cheap things are treated. Cheap things are treated with disrespect. Cheap things are treated with dishonor. And cheap things are not even acceptable. Cheap things attracts people who are not serious. So the ego tells you that use the correct means to get whatever that you want. Use that ego. Do not let your id overpower your ego. Now let us move to the third structure of personality. And this is the superego. Now the superego is telling you this. The id is pushing for you to go and sleep with the mzungu so that you can get an iPhone 17 Pro Max or good life. Then the superego is going to tell you this. Is whatever that you want to do morally acceptable? Is sleeping with a man in an exchange for money acceptable? Is the moral authority of the society accepts women to sleep with the men for money? Now, the superego is working with the morality principle. You are a beautiful woman. You are a beautiful lady. You are a beautiful girl who can be admired by any man. Why don't you respect yourself? Why don't you respect your body? Why don't you respect even those who are around you, who gave birth to you? Because if you go ahead and you sleep with a mzungu, then you are even dishonoring the parents who gave birth to you. Because how are they going to behave? How are they going to be viewed? They are going to be labeled the parents of a war. So the superego is going to tell you, so and so, please, you are just beautiful. Why don't you do whatever that is right? So I urge our women, before you go and sleep with the mzungu, before you go to the bar so that a man can raise your clothes and expose your buttocks, ask yourself, is whatever that I'm doing the right thing? Do the morals of the society that you live in accept such kind of behavior? Does the moral standards of your society accept the debauchery life, or it accepts the ascetic life? I know it accepts ascetic life, but not a debauchery life. So make sure that the superego and the ego are working closely so that they can overpower the id. Because if the id overpowers the ego and the superego, that is when the conflict comes in. That is when you find yourself sleeping with the mzungu to get an iPhone 17 Pro Max and to get a good life, instead of working for yourself. But when But when the superego and the ego works closely, they are going to shape you and they are going to show you the way. They are going to tell you that sleeping with the Mzungu is not the correct way. But working for yourself, having your own money, enjoying your own life without any kind of pressure is the best way to go. So our ladies, just respect yourself. Do not let men to enter into your pants. Don't let any man enter into your pants. Because your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. You are not alone, but you are with the Holy Spirit. So, as I conclude this video, check on yourself, respect yourself. You only get respected when you respect yourself. Let's refrain from embarrassing ourselves. We can only solve this hitch and this problem by accepting that we don't have and we are ready to go into the field and get this money. It's not only men who have got money. You can also work for yourself and you become independent. So that even if you tell a man that I love you, that man will know that this woman is true and she's meaning it. Don't let a certain mentality come in men that this woman is coming in my life just because of money. Be an independent woman. So that when you fall in love, you are going to fall in love truly, not coerced by the pressure of money. I hope this video finds you in a good way and is going to teach you something. Thank you, Jackson.